It's happened again. Gold has hit record highs lately. Here's the interesting part. Almost every time we see political unrest, protests, changes in economic policy, Wall Street panics, the dollar fluctuates, and our retirement accounts take a hit. Gold, however, stays rock solid. Joining us now is Shanon Davis, CEO of American Alternative Assets, to break down what's going on. Shanon, thanks for being here. So we've seen gold hit record high after record high this year. Why is that happening now?
It's not random noise. It's because we're starting to see a lot of stress in our economic system, our global system. Jobs are disappearing. Last time we saw jobs disappear at this rate was our last downturn, 2008. I'm sure everybody remembers that. Tech industries, retail industries, service sectors, they're all cutting jobs. Political tension globally is shifting. Powers are shifting, and that's due to just the other countries not having confidence in our financial system. In times like this, trust erodes, confidence in banks and institutions and even currencies, they waver.
So where does gold come into this picture? Explain that to us. We know the government can keep printing dollars when they need to, but you can't print gold, obviously, assuming that's part of the reason.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned something very important. That's the challenge that the government's having now is they don't have the ability to just keep printing money because it's increasing our debt, which is $37 trillion, which is unsustainable. Why gold? Because it's outside of the system. There's nothing attached to it but the individual that owns it. And in today's world, it's no longer enough that something just holds value. It must also survive systems correcting, like our market, fiat money, which is our dollar, debt, collateral changes. They all depend on trust. We're losing that. We're losing leverage. This is when those are straining on our economy, and gold doesn't break, like you said. Central banks around the entire world are buying more gold than they ever have in the last 2 years. And that's why we're seeing record highs. But it all comes back to $37 trillion in debt. And we're adding to that every single 4 hours, billions. So this is what you're seeing, a safe haven asset, everybody going to it right now.
Shanon, I'm no financial expert. I always turn to experts. I do my homework, and we want our viewers to do the same. So tell us about resources that are out there to learn more about gold.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we've provided is many different guides that we've done our research. We've got a really robust research department. There's just things that people can do to educate themselves. That's what we provide here at American Alternative Assets. It starts with education first. We know the metals industry, hard, precious metals, physical metals, and that's what we educate people on. Everybody else can see what's going on in our markets, the uncertainties there.
How do people get the guide that you've put together?
Yeah, so they can go to connect4gold.com. They can call us. We provide a free consultation. That's at 888-414-GOLD. Ton of educational material for people to get educated before it's too late, before we see a major correction in our market again.
All right, Shanon, thanks so much once again. Here's where you can go for that guide, connect4gold.com, or call 888-414-GOLD. There's a lot more information than we were able to cover today, and it's free, so no excuses out there. Knowledge is power.